I recently asked my Instagram followers how they met or how they got the last client that they just closed a transaction with. Now, the reason that I wanted to do this was not just because I'm curious, but also because I hear agents tell me all the time that they're struggling with getting leads. They have no idea where their next transaction is going to come from. So I said, you know what? Let me find out where agents are getting transactions, how they're getting clients. That way I can share that with you. To make it easy for you, I'm going to post a chart right here, and then I'm going to be breaking down all of the different sections so that you know exactly what some might mean. So let's begin. For most of these agents, they got their last transaction through a referral, whether it was an agent referring them, a past client, someone from their sphere of influence, someone somewhere sent them a referral. So the referral was 20% of this whole, study that I did. And by study, I mean on my Instagram stories. Next, at 18% was sphere of influence. People from their spheres, so people that they actually knew, maybe went to school with, to work, church, they ended up doing a transaction with the agent. Now, I want to ask you, are you working your sphere of influence? I know that a lot of you, for some reason, you're scared or you're nervous about reaching out to people that you already know, because I have no idea why. But apparently, based on this, what I'm sharing with you, a lot of agents are getting transactions and deals from their sphere of influence. Now, if you are a newer agent that is watching this, the first thing that I want you to do, if you haven't done so already, is create a spreadsheet and a list of every single person that you know that's a friend, a family member, someone maybe you went to school with, you worked with in the past, someone from church, maybe someone from your softball league, whatever it is, whoever you already know, put them in this spreadsheet. So their name, their phone number, their email, and their address if you have it. And get into the habit of working your sphere. A lot of people call this your database because over time you'll be meeting people, and maybe right now they're not interested in doing anything, but eventually they are. And apparently a lot of agents are getting transactions from their sphere of influence. Next, at 14%, we have both past clients and also open houses. So a lot of agents are staying in touch with their clients that they have done transactions with in the past. You never know what life situation might happen to them that they're now looking to buy another property or sell and upsize or downsize. So repeat customers. If you have customers, if you have clients that you have worked with in the past that perhaps you have neglected, and maybe you did have a good relationship with them once you helped them in the transaction, make sure to reach out. Connect with them or reconnect with them, because you never know what they're going through. Maybe they need your help, or maybe they might be able to send you a referral. And with open houses, there's a lot of opportunity there. I see a lot of agents, whether they have transactions going on or whether they have no transactions going on, they're always seeking to see other agents that have listings to be able to host open houses on. Now, an agent actually told me that she got both a buyer and a seller from an open house. So what does that mean? Pretty much a buyer walked in, they were interested in that house that she was holding an open house for, and turns out that they had to sell their home. So she ended up getting 2 transactions from that open house. Now at this point, I'm not sure if she was holding an open house on her listing or maybe it was another agent, but the whole point is that someone might walk in and they might not only be interested in that property, but they might have another property to sell. At 8%, we have both random places that these agents have found a client. So one of them said that they met their client on an airplane in a flight. Another one said that she was actually at an inspection for a property that she was representing the buyers for. And a couple was interested in learning more about the house. She let them know that the house was already under contract. Then they got into talking. Turns out that that couple was looking. They did not have an agent, and that's how she was able to get that buyer. At 8%, we also have expired listings. Now, one thing that I do want to note is that in this, again, study that I did, on my story, just from the agents that contributed their responses, I saw that a lot of them told me that their past transactions were actually buyers. Now, the next 8% that did get some type of transaction, it was actually from expired listings. So if you have been watching my content, you know that I love expireds. That's how I build my business. And this is a great lead source. If you're not calling expireds, especially if you want to go after listings, expireds, and more specifically, older expireds are a great lead source. So again, take that into consideration. And if you're looking for lead sources, again, you guys know Vulcan 7 is my go-to. They offer you a variety of data, including for sale by owner, neighborhood search. Now they have included some features, including high equity, empty nesters, and so much more. I'm going to put a link in the description box below in case you're interested in trying Vulcan 7 for yourself. And the last couple, we had social media. So some agents did get their last transaction through TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, or some other platform, including Google My Business. And there was also Zillow and Nextdoor. So as you saw in the beginning, the majority of the agents got their business from referrals and sphere of influence. So if you are not networking or meeting other agents or just staying top of mind, people are not going to know to send you a referral. If you are part of Facebook groups, I highly recommend for you to introduce yourself and let everyone know where it is that you're located, because maybe you are a great real estate agent and you're always posting content online, but people have no idea where it is that you're located. They don't know the state or the city. So make sure that you make that clear. When it comes to your sphere of influence, if you're not working your sphere now, especially after watching this video, take the time to go and start reconnecting with them. If you're in need of some deals, perhaps try doing more open houses or do open houses. See if there's another agent in your brokerage that will let you do an open house on their listing. And what I would love for you to do is that don't just get an open house on a Saturday and a Sunday and sit there the entire time. Make sure that you actually leverage the fact that you're doing this open house and call a few days before or door knock the neighborhood. You want to start inviting these people. I actually do have a video where I talk about open houses that you guys can watch right here. So make sure to click on that. It's going to break down exactly what you need to be doing, because again, you need to be ready. You never know when a neighbor might be interested in selling or when someone might be interested in actually purchasing the property that you're holding an open house for. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, share it with someone else, and I'll see you in the next one.